and welcome along to this NIBFA Under-17 Cup final between Lurgan Town and Wellington Rec Youth. We are looking live at the Lurgan Town Arena. We have had an action-packed day of football here. Every game a cup final, some real thrills and spills, some great entertainment. Joel Neal here along to take you through this one.
You not Dan?
We'll take a look through your starting lineups in just a second as we look to get the action underway here. This game is all set for 11 aside, 35-minute halves, and if required 10 minutes each way of extra time, and if required penalties. Today one of these sides will win their first NIBFA Under-17 Cup. Lurgan Town on familiar territory here. Wellington Rec very much the visitors. It's Lurgan who will have the kick-off here. As you can maybe see, it's a blustery day here in Lurgan. Wind definitely playing a factor in all games this afternoon. We are poised for kickoff here. And off we go. The NIBFA Under-17 Cup is kicked off by Lurgan Town playing in black, Wellington Rec playing in yellow jerseys, blue shorts. We're starting lineups this afternoon, starting with Lurgan Town. In goal number 1, Mark McCann. 2, Owen Mercer. 3, Harry Hutchison. Number 4, the captain, Jamie Traynor. 5, Ruben Johnston. 6, Bracken Pedlow. 7, Carter Gorman. 8, Owen Thornbury. 10, Charlie Gorman. 11, Adam McCann. And 18, Daniel Murphy. As Lurgan search their way down that left flank, looking for a ball into the box on Welly Rec. Short throw, knocked on by Traynor. Meanwhile, for Wellington Rec in goal number 1, Lewis Baxter. There he is. Number 3, Jude Atchison. 7, Ben Parker. 8, Sam Nelson. 15, Kaiser Todd. 16, Elliot Bagshaw. 17, Oliver Miller. 18, the captain, Lewis Haverin. 20, Riley Montgomery. 22, Alexander Davidson. And 24, Pierce Joe McCauley. Baxter contending with the wind, drives that ball towards the halfway line, and Welly Rec will look to make their first venture into Lurgan territory. Ball bounces up and over Bagshaw. Sides just taking their time, settling into this one. Familiar floodlights at Bourneview Park in the background. It's not been a good day for Glenavon's Academy sides, suffering 2 defeats here. Fell 3-0 to Cliftonville in the Under-16 Cup. Under-11 plate just moments ago, top of the hill. Came back from 1-0 down to beat 11 under-11s for that plate, their first plate victory. So, can Lurgan Town be the first hometown team to claim silverware here today? Or will it be the Larne institution of Wellington Rec? touchline here. Daniel Murphy scrambling for possession. Carter Gorman is cut off the edge of the penalty area. It's sent out of play over on the far side. The winners of today's cup will progress to the Subway Cup Winners' Cup in June. They will take on their SFAI champion counterparts in the Republic of Ireland. It's been an incredible day of action here at the Lurgan Town Arena. Has shown no let up all afternoon, up and down every age bracket. I have no doubt we are in for a treat here between Lurgan Town and Welly Rec. Ball knocked into the middle. Here's Hutchinson. Play held up by the referee's whistle. Referee this afternoon, Lauren Traynor. Assistants Jared Murray and Niall Devlin. Gary Morrow, manager of Wellington Rec, and his counterpart David Traynor for Lurgan. Lurgan Town representing the Middlester Youth Football League. Wellington, the South Belfast Youth Football League. Good turn of pace from Ben Parker. Skips his way along that right flank. Finds himself surrounded though. As you can hear, the wind has definitely been a factor in all of today's fixtures, as we have talked about. It has been a grey bank holiday Monday here this afternoon. Mercifully, so far anyway, no rain. Ball back to Harry Hutchinson, all the way back to Mark McCann in the Lurgan Town goal. Here's Owen Thornbury, sends it on to Murphy. Murphy looks up, looks for some space, but only gets as far as Wellington's defensive lines. Here's Pedlow. Pedlow delivers a ball in, nobody there, and sent the opposite direction. Good period of pressure here from Lurgan. Charlie Gorman to their number 7, Carter Gorman. Here's an early opportunity. On the volley is Charlie Gorman. That ball is turned away, and Wellington Rec survive an early opportunity from Lurgan Town. Almost 7 minutes gone here, and Lurgan have their first corner of the afternoon. Ball swings in towards the near post. It's up and over. Here's Baxter in the Wellington Rec goal then. Threatened really for the first time today, and survives. The young goalkeeper is a regular on the first team bench at Wellington Rec, with a number of appearances in the seconds team. He will once again do battle with the wind here. Good goal kick, sends it long. Turned away by Lurgan. There's an opportunity down the left hand side. Adam McCann finds himself in space. Jude Atchison takes him on, and that's well done. Good defensive work by Wellington. Both sides have had a 5-game route to today's final. Both sides certainly capable of winning big games. Lurgan Town have scored 17 in their route to today's game. Rec have scored 11. Lurgan have conceded 6 to Wellington's 2. So 2 different stories there. Lurgan, the higher scoring of the 2, have also conceded more. Wellington a little bit more shy in front of goal, but have been very stingy defensively. Baxter only having conceded twice through their 5-game route to today's final. Good feet from Ruben Johnston. Turns it inside to Thornbury. Thornbury gets a second bite of the cherry. He's going to switch it out to the right-hand side. Safely at the foot of Oliver Miller for Wellington.
Head home.
Lurgan definitely posing more of a threat here in the early going.
Go.
Bracken Pedlow looks up. There's communication between him and Daniel Murphy. Trainer. Lurgan still just searching for a little bit of cohesion with their passing game. Wellington, meanwhile, searching for some meaningful possession. They have absorbed some early pressure from Lurgan, but still are yet to face any sort of significant attempt on goal. Minutes gone here, and we are still poised at 0-0 in this under-17 cup final. Wellington just searching down that right flank. Didn't keep possession for long enough to create anything. Here come Lurgan. Bracken Pedlow on the left-hand side delivers a ball into the middle. Turned away once again by those Wellington defensive lines. Can they counter? Good ball out onto the right-hand side. Ben Parker gives chase, keeps it in play. Good tackle from Ruben Johnston, Lurgan's number 5. Does well to snuff out that really first meaningful attempt, or attack even, from Wellington.
Charlie, go on him. Play off on him here.
Ball sent long down Lurgan's left-hand side. As you can see on your screen, there have been super crowds all day today. The action got underway here at Lurgan Town Arena at 10:30 this morning. We have seen some highly entertaining finals from age 11 up. This one of the showpieces of the day, this under-17 cup. Here come Wellington on the left-hand side. Oliver Miller sends it forward to Davison.
Let's go.
End-to-end football here. You get the sense Wellington beginning to grow into this one. Brave from Mark McCann to dive forward and collect. Signs of attack here from Wellington then for the first time this afternoon. It's really the first significant thing Lurgan Town keeper Mark McCann has had to do in this first half so far. Ball back to the halfway line, launched forward onto the right-hand side. Hard to control, skips out of play.
Get close, Charlie. Charlie in behind. Four better, Bracken, four better.
Quick throw.
Talk to Bracken, talk. Good, Riley. Model, Jay, model. Hey! Green bars.
Bracken, get in there.
Wellington once again charging down that Lurgan town box. Play held up by the referee's whistle.
Get the wall! Adam, go in, Adam. Right up.
Wellington then with a free kick here in Lurgan territory.
Alive with the wall!
Blustery afternoon in Lurgan. You can see it on the faces and in the kits of those players as the ball comes in. Carried by the wind and zips past the upright.
Turn. Go.
Too much. Forward!
Wellington then with a throw inside their own half. Ball sent right back where it came from. And we have a pause for breath here as Lewis Baxter readies himself for the goal kick. Great work from Charlie Gorman to get up for that header, win possession in the midfield. 15 minutes gone here though, and still 0-0. Wellington seem a bit more settled now after a few minutes in which Lurgan Town dominated possession, created little in the way of chances. Quick up the pitch by Mark McCann in the Lurgan goal. Off the head of Bracken Pedlow and back out of play. Choppy enough. First 15 minutes or so here. Lurgan back in possession, deep in their own half. Ruben Johnston launches it forward. Yet again, that wind just wreaking havoc with the ball. It travels all the way down that left wing and back out of play for a Wellington throw. At the feet of Lurgan's Bracken Pedlow. Inside to Charlie Gorman. Possession turned over. Wellington now look to put something together.
Good. Get it out right.
Battle for possession in midfield. Owen Mercer of Lurgan comes out the better of it. Sends it forward, inside ball to Owen Thornbury.
Relax, Owen.
Just a little bit of nerves there. Maybe a few players forcing decisions, not taking time. These are big occasions for all of these teams today. Prestigious tournament, prestigious trophies up for grabs. And each side have been on a journey to get here today.
On. Strip ball, lads.
There's a big tackle on the edge of the penalty area. And no whistle from the referee. It's a great challenge. Wellington, though, have their first corner of the day. Here's a ball in. Skips past everyone. Out of play on the far side. 20 minutes of action here. In this first half, and little to separate the sides. Wellington's throw in inside the Lurgan half. Ruben Johnston does battle. Comes away with possession. Ball launched back to the touchline. Another quick throw in from Wellington Rec. They look to spread the play, find some space. It's good passing football from Wellington. But again, that ball just a little bit wild and straight. So it will be a throw to Wellington Rec deep inside their own half here. Ball sent down the line, but not away. As Lurgan threatened on the edge of the box. Big clearance. And Wellington will ask the question of Mark McCann, who confidently sends the ball way down the pitch. 30 scrappy so far this first half. Neither side really showing an edge so far.
What the fuck is stop?
Early shouts from both sets of coaches for their players just to relax. It's a big occasion, it's a big game, but cool heads will win this encounter this afternoon. Here's Jimmy Trainer for Lurgan. Free kick to be taken by Ruben Johnston just inside his own half. Carried by the wind all the way into the penalty area. They're going to find themselves rammed back towards the halfway line. Wellington looking for a break. Committed high there. They have numbers back though. Can Wellington Rec cut a ball back here? Run out of room. To Baxter in the Wellington goal. Driven long. Good interplay between Keisler Todd and Riley Montgomery in the midfield. Wellington look to deliver a ball into the box. No shot on for Welly Rec. Back to Macaulay. Macaulay lays it off to Jude Atchison.
More like it, Mars.
Lurgan's road to the final here today began with a round 1 win over Grove United. 2-1 victory sent them on to Ashgrove Rovers, where they won 4-0. Took care of Dungannon United 5-1 in round 3, their biggest win of the tournament so far. Just about got past Don Bosco's in the quarter-final 3-2. And yet another 3-2 against Rosario in the semi-final. Ball drops in front of goal. Daylight for a shot from Wellington Rec, but not quite. Wellington's journey to today's final began with a 4-1 win over Cookstown Youth, progressed to a 2-1 win over Carrick Rangers. 1-0 win over Dundela. Beat Sandy Road 3-0 in the quarter-final before a nervy contest against Bangor. As they squeaked past and booked their ticket to today's final. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Really no big chances on goal from either side. Attritional game being contested in the middle of the park.
Next time it goes. How to change it up, freshen up a bit. Good, better. Oh, tighter.
Wellington Rec, the home games just outside Larne and Millbrook. And whilst the town's football team obviously dominating the headlines at the minute with their NIBFA Premiership victory, some great things going on at Welly Rec. Money being invested into the facilities, a new pitch going down at Wellington will be laid by the end of this month. They definitely have the energy of a club on the up at the moment. And what a victory this would be for Wellington Rec for everything going on back at the football club. They'll have a stern test here this afternoon against Lurgan Town, playing on familiar territory. They have home comforts here today. Quick roll out by Baxter to Macaulay. Wellington try to play it out from the back here. Long ball sent down the right hand side. Bagshaw gives chase. Bagshaw has been racking up first team appearances for Wellington Rec in recent weeks, leading the line in the league for Welly Rec. So there is first team experience here from these young players. Nice touch on by Bagshaw. Davidson looks for a shot, can't quite get the ball untangled from his feet. Kept in play out on Welly's left hand side by Oliver Miller. Possession turned over. Here come Lurgan Town. Space to run on the right hand side. That's a great run on the right hand side from Lurgan Town. Just about got there, Welly Rec. Ball harmlessly rolls back to their goalkeeper Lewis Baxter. Baxter puts some power behind that kick, battling the wind here. Ben Parker, Welly Rec now keeping possession, doing well, starting to drive forward towards Mark McCann in the Lurgan Town goal. Good defensive work by Welly, putting that ball out. Driven forward by Carter Gorman. Hands off Baxter. Sides tussle for possession in the midfield. Big spill. Not sure which Lurgan Town player that was, went over the back of a yellow jersey there. Play will be held up. Six minutes and change to go here in the first half of this Under-17 Cup final. It has been a nervy game so far. Neither side really putting a nose in front. And neither goalkeepers have been particularly challenged so far in this first half. Wellington, over the last few minutes, have definitely started to increase their time on the ball. Perhaps just settling down into this one. But Lurgan certainly a threat, especially on the break. To get confirmation as to who that is for Lurgan Town, who's come off there. Took a big spill up and over the back of the midfielder. They require a substitution here for Lurgan Town in the first half. Quick roll out by Baxter. Wellington look to find some space on the right hand side. And it will be a substitution. Max Burns is going to take over for Lurgan. It's Charlie Gorman, the injured player for Lurgan, who has come off. Made way for number 16, Max Burns. We're inside the last 5 minutes of the half here. This would be a good time for one of these sides to find an opportunity. Could it be Lurgan Town? Strong run down the right hand side from Daniel Murphy is cut off by Wellington's defenders. Both of these sides going for their first NIBFA Under-17 Cup win. This part of the tournament just in 2006. Floating header from Adam McCann. Just curls out and around. There's Baxter's left hand post. Since the postponement of the 2020-2021 tournaments due to COVID, we've had two winners, Trojans in 22 and St Oliver Plunkett in 2023. A real mixture of Irish League and Amateur League sides have won this prestigious tournament. Previous winners include Willowbank, Limavady, Linfield, Crusaders, Newington, Lisburn Distillery, Glentoran, Finn Harps, all the way back to the very first winners, Riata Soccer School in 2006. And no doubt both of these sides desperate to add their name to a long list of winners here. Inside the last 2 minutes of the half here then. Adam McCann just receiving some treatment for Lurgan Town. Took a spill in the penalty area, makes his way to the touchline. Seems to be okay to continue, Adam McCann. Decent ball along the line to the feet of Keisler Todd. sends it inside, back out to the wing. Ball turned over. Wellington now look for space. A lot of traffic in that midfield. Ball pinballing around between the sides. Through whip down the touchline. Todd does well to win it. Sends a ball long. Ben Parker gives chase. Can Parker deliver a ball here? Can just about make it with the slide. The opportunity of a second ball escapes Wellington. In the down seconds of the first half here. Still game on a knife edge at 0-0.
Would you like to see him sometime?
Another possession battle inside the Lurgan town half. Pierce McCauley's going to take the throw for Wellington all the way back to his keeper. Baxter looks up, sends it long. It's a little bit of frustration for Wellington Rec, trying their best to find some space inside the Lurgan town half. That's going to do it for the first half. Not much to separate these two sides in this NIBFA Under-17 Cup final. Very little in the way of clear-cut chances. It's a cagey game being contested in the middle of the park. Please do stick around and join us for the second half. Before now, it's Lurgan Town 0, Wellington Rec 0. to the Lurgan Town Arena. We are seconds away from the second half here. This under-17 cup final between Lurgan Town and Wellington Rec. Cagey first half, very little in the way of goal-mouth action. Both sides working to establish themselves and find a clear-cut chance here. It is poised at 0-0 as we enter the second period of 35 minutes. Whistle here. Both of these sides, Lurgan playing unfamiliar in territory here. Lurgan Town Arena, Wellington Rec, the visitors. Both of these sides are searching for their first ever NIBFA under-17 cup win. This section introduced back in 2006. It's a who's who's list of winners. Rec to get us underway here for the second half. Just a few moments. We've talked about it all day here, but it has been a blustery day in Lurgan this afternoon. All day, in fact. Action getting underway this morning at 10:30 a.m. Every side has had to contest with the conditions here. Today, Cliftonville and Dungannon Swifts also underway. The under-15 cup kicked off at 4:30 p.m. so they will be nearing a finale. Meanwhile, we have second half, possibly then some, unless either of these sides can't create a chance, get in front of goal and take a lead here.
Let's go. Max them on that ball. Get a kid first, right? You come on. Kidneys are actually so vibrant, Charlie.
Lurgan Town representing the Mid Ulster Youth Football League, Wellington Rec, the South Belfast Youth Football League. Cagey contest so far this afternoon. Lurgan Town Arena just about a stone's throw away from Mornview Park. Some famous floodlights visible in the distance down to our right hand side. But this is the only show in town today. And Lurgan look to first team from the town as he claims some silverware today. Two Glenavon sides defeated earlier on in the afternoon. Under 16s fell 3-0 to Cliftonville. Derry City's top of the hill came back from 1-0 down to win 2-1 in extra time in the under-11 plate. So what a way to finish the day it would be for Lurgan Town to win the under-17 cup here on home turf. Standing in their way, of course, is Wellington Rec, a storied club in their own right. Through in, whipped down the line by Welly Rec. Dancing around midfield, inviting someone to take control. Oliver Miller does well, sends the ball on. Turned away away again by Lurgan. Ball driven back downfield by Lurgan's keeper Mark McCann.
Oh, still there. Force him back, force him back. Ball, squeeze that. Squeeze the touch. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go.
50-50 challenge, ball out of play. Through to be taken by Wellington's Oliver Miller. Physical game so far this afternoon. Is this a chance on goal for Lurgan? Big, brave block from Wellington's number 24, Pierce McCauley. Pierce Baxter sent sprawling, but saved by the man in front of him. That was as close to a clean chance on goal as we've seen so far in this game. People have turned out in their numbers for these NIBFA finals, which started early this morning. First games got underway at 10:30 a.m. There's been high drama all day today. Some really high quality, mature football played from players as young as 10 and 11. These more senior games now. The climax to a big day of football at the Lurgan Town Arena. Well read by Mark McCann, who charges out of his penalty area to see away the danger. Here. Some other results throughout the day here today. My day began with the Under-12 Cup. Linfield beating Loughgall 4-0. Glentoran with a 2-0 win over Larne in the Under-14 Cup. 12 plate was won by Lisdrum with a 5-1 win over Limavady. The Under-13 Cup is Linfield. They win 3-2 over Crusaders. The Under-11 Cup, Mackerfield Sky Blues with a comprehensive victory over Crusaders Under-11s 5-0. The Under-16 Cup, 3-0 win for Cliftonville over Glenavon. And in the Under-11 plate, just before the kick-off of this game this afternoon, it went all the way to extra time. Glenavon holding on to a 1-0 lead heading into half-time. Top of the hill with a stunning goal from distance, dropping in behind Glenavon goalkeeper. And that's how it stayed all the way through the extra time when Top of the Hill scored their second to win the Under-11 plate. Just finishing up on the other pitch here is the Under-15 Cup. Dungannon were beating Linfield. Try and get confirmation of that full-time score. This is our last fixture of the day today. We are finally back underway here. Wellington Rec in possession, ball into the box. Turned away by Owen Mercer. Is this an opportunity? Alexander Davidson can't quite get turned in front of goal. He saw that ball bounce tantalizingly along the 6-yard line. Couldn't find his opening for a shot at an awkward angle. Half an hour to go here. between these sides. It's been a turgid game so far. Real hard work for both teams to try and create an opening, try and create some space to move the ball around. Midfield has been a bit of a quagmire for both sides.
Ref! Stop! Ref!
Ruben Wallace looks set to come on for Lurgan Town here. Possibly another injury replacement. A tricky afternoon, Lurgan. You see the ginger steps there.
Get the ball down, get him moving there. Onto you, Bert, keep talking.
Instructions from the touchline to get the ball onto the deck. It is that kind of day. It's not a day for the aerial game, as that wind whips along the pitch here at the Lurgan Arena. McCann drives it long.
That's ours.
Move that up between these sides, contesting those balls. You can see Willie has hoods up here. It's not summertime just yet.
Better keep it forward. Just be busy, everyone. Go!
Both sides here trading throw-ins, trying to make something stick. Good work from Pierce McCauley, steps in, challenges for the ball, comes out with possession, lays it off to Elliot Bagshaw. It's Wellington's throw. They're inside the Lurgan Town half. 1-2 off the throw-in. Todd gives chase. It's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, told the bear. What's next? Get in here. Go on, Max. Go on, Max. Go, Max.
Nice first touch from Max Burns. Off the bench for Lurgan Town. Yet again, struggling for cohesion here. Possession being won out of a scrappy midfield. Both sides still lacking that second wave of attack. Action now in the Welly Rec box. Ball floating in. Baxter rises to punch it away. Nice overlapping run. Back shot, can't quite find it. Throw sent down the line by Oliver Miller. Really along the front of the box, looking for some daylight. Not going to find it though, as Lurgan looks to break. Opportunity for Lurgan Town here, drive and run down the left hand side, sent it to the middle. Baxter does well. Lurgan have the corner. Ball whipped in the front of goal. Glancing header from Lurgan in the box. Set away from danger. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery to Davidson. Davidson gives chase, but the ball is too far beyond him. Montgomery squares that ball onto the right hand side. Good run from Ben Parker. Big shout for a corner. And it will be a corner to Wellington Rec. Here's a delivery. Doesn't quite beat the first man. Lurgan now look to break. They've got room to run. That's good work from Wellington Rec. Another ball sent in. Davidson so close to finding the gap he needed to get a shot away. It's good defensive work by Owen Mercer from Lurgan. Goal kick. Drops in the halfway line. And yet again, we're going to have a nutritional battle. Lurgan Town look to break here. Still Lurgan Town. Here's an opportunity. Good save, Baxter. Max Burns with probably the biggest chance of the game so far. Baxter read it well, dropped at the right time, and just about parried that shot away. That's a shot across the bow of Wellington Rec. It's a great break from Lurgan. And they have a free kick in a dangerous area here on the edge of the box. Just under 20 minutes to go here. By far and away, the biggest chance of the game fell to Max Burns on the break there. Lurgan did well, worked their way into the Wellington Rec half, but it was a super save by Lewis Baxter in the Wellington Rec goal to keep this game at 0-0. The danger is not over there. Lurgan now with a free kick on the edge of the box.
Hit the target, lad!
4 in the wall for Wellington. Lurgan will go direct. Here's the shot. Held up by the wall and sent clear of danger. Elliot Bagshaw now looks to break for Wellington. Yellow shirts arriving in the box. Elliot Bagshaw looks to get a ball in. Pulls it back onto the right hand side. That ball floats, but it drops in the box. This game momentarily at least bursting into life here. End to end as Max Burns goes again. Baxter reads the play, charges it down, has to come quite a long way out of his box to see that ball away. Further opportunity. Baxter again with the read, gathers it. Releases the ball fast onto the right hand side. Wellington now look for some space. Back shot. Next, number 16 has been a bright spark here. Mark McCann dives to gather that ball.
Right on the last ball.
Lewis Sloan now enters the fray from Lurgan Town. Number 12 taken to the pitch. 53 minutes gone in this game. Just over 15 left. Lurgan's number 8, Owen Thornbury, making way there for number 12, Lewis Sloan. Down the right hand side for Lurgan. Held up again. As time ticks on here, we'll certainly get the sense that it could be one opportunity that decides this game. If not, we'll have 2 periods of extra time, 2 periods of 10 minutes. There's Baxter in the Wellington goal. Bit of miscommunication with his defender, does well to get away with that. Wellington Rec with a chance here. Big shot for a handball from Wellington Rec's Riley Montgomery. Referee happy to let things play on here. Wellington Rec now after a period of pressure.
For fuck's sake,
right, turning the screw on Lurgan Town.
That's fucking terrible, but. Get in again!
And another opportunity for Lurgan down at the other end.
Looking at. Put your legs straight up. Jump! Jump!
Stiff tackle there between Lurgan's 15, Ruben Wallace, and Wellington's 17, Ollie Miller. There's not going to be an awful lot between these teams come full time. Both sides now searching for that one opportunity that could secure the Under-17 Cup here. Referee now exchanging a few words with that Lurgan Town bench there, unhappy about a couple of free kicks that never were. Ball driven driven towards the Lurgan box. Just as quick, sent the other way. Here's Adam McCann. Adam McCann fights for some space in the box. Good turn from Pierce McCauley.
Yes.
Steers the ball away from danger. Lurgan's frustrations only getting greater here. They feel they're on the wrong side of some calls here. Referee has a word with Adam McCann. Still no cards in this game. Tensions though beginning to rise as we approach the hour mark.
Over here, Daniel. Stay inside now.
Ball sent over the head of Wellington's number 20, Riley Montgomery. Montgomery gives chase, picks up his own loose ends there. He's duelled all the way by Ruben Wallace, Lurgan's 15.
Go!
Okay, Wally, well done, push it back! Back, higher, higher.
Get the flex back.
All over him! All over him!
Pause for breath here then between the sides. It's Lurgan's through. They're inside their own half. Set once again down the line. And once again, possession turned over. Sam Nelson sends it the other way. We are inside the last 10 minutes here. Still nothing to separate Lurgan Town and Wellington Rec in this under-17 cup final. There's been a war of attrition here from both sides. Choppy game, contested mostly in the midfield. And an awkward bounce falls into the hands of Mark McCann. Possession for just a moment, looks up, tries to find an option. He's short of them. Here come Lurgan. Can they pull the ball back in here? Baxter yet again dives on the thread. Lewis Sloan, the substitute, didn't quite get the connection he would have wanted, but again the ball cut back at an awkward angle. Sloan on the turn. Ball sent left by Welly Rec, cut off once again. It's their throw.
Go! Max, get out there to goal there. Oh, get up the pitch.
Good read from Daniel Murphy. Mistake though from Owen Mercer, Lurgan's number 2, and off goes Alexander Davison. Alexander Davison into the box, steps around and runs out of room. Great run from Davison on the left hand side. Some promising signs from Wellyrec here inside the last 10 minutes of R70. But as things stand, we are looking at extra time here. Wellyrec though have the corner, and now with time running out must make something of this set piece. It's a decent delivery. It's also a decent collection by Lurgan's Mark McCann. He wastes no time in sending the ball downfield, but again play halted. Quick throw by Max Burns, the substitute.
Come on!
And a chance for Lurgan here. Another big tackle. Adam McCann held up in the box by Wellington's defenders. And then again, Baxter collides with Lewis Sloan, number 12. No whistle from the ref. Play continues. Well, he looked to break away themselves. Play halted once again. Most likely that collision in the opposite penalty area. Both teams rather have played 5 games to book their ticket to today's final, and again Lurgan have only conceded 6 across those 5 games. Wellington Rec have only conceded twice. No great surprise then that this has been a low scoring affair this afternoon at the Lurgan Town Arena, but with 5 minutes left, one of these sides now must try to find the moment that could win it all. Feeling that we stare down the barrel here of extra time. 2 halves of 10 minutes followed by penalties if required. I'm sure both sets of players would much rather find a winner here in the dying stages. Touchline there for Wellington Rec. Hopefully nothing too serious for Atchison. Time is ticking here now for both of these sides. Replaced for confirmation of that substitute in just a second. Wellington there, good work from Ollie Miller to halt that run down Lurgan's right hand side. This afternoon, it looks like the referee will go to his pocket. Looks to be Pierce McCauley. He's been shown the yellow. And once again, Lurgan find themselves with a free kick here in a dangerous area. this afternoon. Pretty much every game since 10:30 this morning has had to contend with the elements. We've been spared the rain here today on a blustery bank holiday Monday, but that wind has wreaked havoc. Sometimes been an ally in some of these games. Wellington have gone to the bench again. Ellis Hunter has faced Alexander Davidson. There's a driven shot from Daniel Murphy, which won't trouble Lewis Baxter in the Wellington goal. Baxter now looks to send it long as we enter the last minute of our regulation 70 here. Could there be late drama in this closely contested under-17 cup final? The ball goes the other way. Here's Max Burns once again on that right-hand side. He has been a terror on the right. Max Burns for Lurgan. He cuts inside. Can Burns find an opportunity in front of goal? Held up yet again by Wellington's defenders. Sent away, but only as far as Owen Mercer. Lurgan's number 2. Wellington then. The physical battle in midfield continues as the referee whistles a halt to proceedings here. We're looking for a break of their own, but they have to settle for a free kick just inside their own half.
Go Sandro.
Free kick to be taken by Pierce McCauley. McCauley drives it towards the penalty area. These are the dying seconds of this one. Extra time looms. Here's an opportunity, and there is a goal. Wellington Rec, in the most dramatic circumstances, look to have won this in the last few seconds of the game. Heartbreak for Lurgan Town and jubilation for Welly Rec. This has been a scrappy game. There has been nothing to separate these sides. That free kick launched into a dangerous area, pinballed around and tucked home. Welly look to have won this. And it is Elliot Bagshaw, Wellington's number 16, with a goal deep in stoppage time here. We are definitely in the dying seconds here. Welly now must hold on. Lurgan, if they are to force extra time, must produce something special. Time not on their side here. Murphy looks to take the quick throw. Looks up, doesn't see an awful lot of options. Can Lurgan Town force something here? Dragged along by Adam McCann. Frantic scenes on the edge of the Wellington Rec box here. And Lurgan have the free kick. Could this be one last opportunity for some late drama? Could Lurgan Town find an equaliser and send this game to extra time? We had to wait a long time for it, but Elliot Bagshaw, who has been outstanding throughout the 70 minutes, finally gets on the end of the chance to beat Mark McCann in the Lurgan goal. Wellington now just need to see this ball away, and under 17 cup glory is theirs. This game explodes into life in the dying seconds, but is there more drama? It's a good ball in, it's a good header, it's turned away. Big shout for a penalty. Referee isn't going to give it. High drama here, right at the death, and Wellington Rec look to have survived. Lewis Baxter keys up what could be the last action of this game. is. Wellington Rec under 17 cup champions in the most dramatic fashion. Elliot Bagshaw springs up in injury time, deep into injury time, to find a winner. And understandably, a deflated Lurgan Town, who had their complaints throughout the game for decisions that could have gone their way. They took it right to the death, but they lose out to Wellington Rec here. What a way to finish a great day of football. Wellington Rec are your under 17 cup champions, and your full-time score is Lurgan Town 0, Wellington Rec 1.